guys, and we are here for some Skull Bingo action. We are super excited to be here with you guys as we are going to be streaming live to you guys on the Pilot TV Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Lives and Twitch. So hopefully you're checking those out and sending in some messages on those streams. If you send in a message, we'll shoot you out a bunch of luck for these upcoming games.
Absolutely, especially if you guys are watching on one of those new Pilot TVs live on one of the walls of those great restaurants around Minnesota. I know there's a ton of those bars and restaurants that would like to get those Pilot TVs installed, so we're going to highlight the latest ones that we're able to do so. We have J&H Liquors, Neeson's Gaylord, Hatterdale Municipal Liquor Store, the Dirty Blonde Bar and Grill, Eagles Albert Lay, EJ's Bar and Grill Gaylord, Jersey's Bar and Grill, and even the Hatchet House of Bemidji are the latest locations that you guys can go to and check out those Pilot TVs. It's definitely a lot of fun seeing all the different places that you can watch us on.
Oh, absolutely. But we do have a winner here as ha 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 over at Cherry Pit took home $9 on that line prize. Good job, ha 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 ha, in this game as we now work on the $6,095 large frame prize. We'll see if we have to give it out in 43 balls or less if we want to give out that jackpot. We also got that $3,000 coverall prize that you got to take home in 50 balls or less.
Absolutely, and as you guys are working towards those great prizes, we got some great stuff that we have to talk about as we have 17 different jackpot winners that we had over the last 7 days, and the total for season 14 so far has been exactly 80 different jackpots to go out. Unfortunately, yesterday there was not a single jackpot over $600 that was awarded, but that's okay. That just means there's a ton of prizes primed and ready to get into lucky pockets awaiting them today. Hopefully when we come in tomorrow, your name will be on that jackpot list.
Oh, absolutely. We want to get some more people added to that list as it is so fun to give out those big jackpots. And obviously, got some big jackpots available for us in this game to give out, 6,000 and 3,000. Both of those would be able to make our jackpot list. So hopefully we have at least 2 of them by the end of these 2 hours of Skull Bingo that me and Jordy are going to be here with you for. But we do have a winner here.
Yeah, taking home yet another prize. We have Ha 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 over at the Cherry Pit. $15 this time is able to go into their pocket on that Musco large frame. We are now working towards that $23 Musco coverall prize as we've got a bunch of players 2 balls away now.
Ooh, ha ha ha, looking to get the hat trick in this game. We'll see if that works out for them, playing over at the Cherry Pit. Sounds like a fun little stop to get a bite to eat, get some drinks.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to check out a place called the Cherry Pit. It reminds me of a restaurant that was in one of my favorite shows growing up, and it was called the Peach Pit.
Ah, cool stuff. And we have the hat trick completed. Ha 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 ha, over at the Cherry Pit. $23 going out to you for an amazing round number 1 of Skull Bingo for you as you're taking home over $40 of prizes in this game number 1. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 2 with that line, large frame, and coverall jackpot all growing and rolling into this upcoming game. Just 1 minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled.
Absolutely. And as you guys get enrolled, we got some very exciting things to talk about with Pilot Games, because if you're not getting enrolled in this next round, there's actually a couple other games that you guys can check out right now. The latest eTab game that we had hit the iPads just last week for you guys is called Space Sweepers. Space Sweepers. Get ready to defend the planet against an extraterrestrial invasion while winning huge cash prizes up to $1,495. You can win those in the Moon Conqueror and even Space Sweeper bonus rounds. If you are a fan of Martian Invasion, this is definitely the eTab game for you guys to go check out.
Absolutely. It's definitely a lot of fun there. Space Sweeper is a great E-Tab game, taking home some nice prizes. I just saw a great Facebook post from Pilot Games that was posted of Space Sweeper winnings that just happened yesterday. That was a lot of fun. There was a little review that I even saw on it of someone saying that they took home for I think it was $40 in just like an hour playing, just like got was playing low grade, or it might have been $400. I can't remember which one it was, but they were taking home some good cash on Space Sweeper in that one. It was a positive review on the game, so definitely some great stuff. Leave your guys' review on Facebook of that new ETAB game. You can find our Facebook page by just searching up Pilot Games and then clicking on our logo. Then you'll be able to see not just a preview to that ETAB game, but also weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. If you're looking for even more than that, you can find a link tree at the top of that Facebook page, which has a multitude of links that can get you to different bar locations that play Pilot Games, or other social medias like Twitter and Instagram, and even more there as well.
Absolutely. It's the hub of all things Pilot Games. Head on over to that Facebook page and give us a like and follow. We are officially in this second round of Skull Bingo with $299 on that line prize, $6,134 on that large frame, and we have $3,794 on that coverall jackpot. Now, if you guys want to know what you can expect with your daily bingo schedules, we're going to run through the entirety of it for you guys right now. Tomorrow, when you guys come in, the first games you guys will expect are that game day bingo that's ran from 12 all the way till 1 p.m. Ian and I get to have an awesome lunchtime show during that time, giving out those prizes all the way until 1, where you guys have your first opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo. After that, you guys jump into a little more game day bingo that runs from 1 all the way till 4 p.m. But before we go any further with the daily bingo schedule, we do have a winner here.
Yeah, Donnie over at the Old Piper Inn in Blaine, taking home $7 on that line prize. Good job, Donnie. As we now work on the $6,124 large frame prize.
Absolutely. We keep on working towards that large frame, and I'm going to keep on talking about our bingo day. At 4 p.m., you guys jump into your second opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo before getting enrolled in the games that we're playing right now. Ian and I are going to be here live with you guys from this 4 to 6 time, like each and every day during that happy hour slot. And these 23 games of Skull Bingo are here to keep you waiting and keep you ready to take home some cash. At 6 p.m., we'll get off air and let you guys jump into your final opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo for the day. It's got over $45,000 on the line. Definitely get enrolled at 6 p.m. After that time, you jump into a little bit more game day bingo that usually runs uninterrupted from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. at night. But tonight and tomorrow, there are going to be some interruptions.
Oh yeah, we got some great PGL gaming night action happening tonight. As we got MegaSota game night happening at 6:40 tonight. It's going to be a super fun one. Lots of great prizes are going to be thrown around during those games. Lots of PGL points that can shake up those PGL top 10s and help you in your quest to get your name engraved on the Pilot Player Cup. But in those games, you'll also have a shot at a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale of $3,530 you could take home in 54 balls or less.
That's definitely some awesome stuff. Make sure you guys stick around tonight for a MegaSota game night at 6:40. We do have Mariah over at Clay's in Rockford getting to take home that Musco large frame prize. Mariah getting to take home $12. Nicely done. And on that Musco coverall prize, we have 6'9" T-Bird at the Lookout, as well as Ha 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 at the Cherry Pit, getting to split up that Musco prize. Nicely done to all of our winners in the second round of Skull Bingo.
Yeah, good job to all of our players. But I also need to highlight another PGL special night outside of MegaSota Game Night. Again, MegaSota Game Night happening tonight at 6:40. It's tomorrow night's special night, a Wild Wednesday. It runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. It's the only time me and Jordy get to give out PGL points. We play a lot of fun games. Our very first game of the matchup is going to be a little high-low action where the best players in the state take home a first place prize and the worst player in the state takes home a first place prize. You just don't want to find yourself in the middle. It is a lot of fun. We like to play a little bit of ending of Jackpot Jungle not jackpot jungle, a little bit of game day bingo action with you guys to end off that Wild Wednesday. It is always a blast. So come out for both PGL nights, 6:40 for MegaSota game night, and 7 o'clock for a Wild Wednesday.
Absolutely, and sign right on up at pgl.world to earn those points. As you guys have just about 45 seconds to get enrolled in this third round of School Bingo, we're gonna jump into some national days with you guys. And this first one is National Happiness Happens Day. Smile on August 8th to share in National Happiness Happens Day. On this day each year, just let it happen. Happiness, because happiness happens.
Absolutely. Happiness is super important, and letting in happiness is awesome, and experience it is great. I'm a very happy guy all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a very smiley guy. I like to keep things uplifting.
Upbeat, very
Yeah,
positive guy.
exactly.
Absolutely. What was the one thing today that brought you a little bit of happiness?
I don't know.
Mine was seeing your grandpa, our abuela, and their dog.
Yes, that was a really, really good one. I forgot that happened this morning.
Yes,
as
it
it's
does feel like an entire day has passed
Yeah,
since then.
yeah, it does feel like it's been a while since it was nice, bright, and early in the morning. But
I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie, yeah, no, the lunchtime show today, when we were getting ready to get on air, I felt like it was the happy hour show.
I get that. I get that as well. I kind of had
Yeah.
that same feeling. But funny enough, it just feels so long ago at this point. But yeah, that was definitely a piece that made me happy. Being able to see them always puts a smile on my face. We do have a jackpot winner here, though, as $372 is going out to My Day. Well, I guess it is your day over at the Clives Roadhouse Rogers. $372 now to your name, My Day. We are now working on a $6,000 large frame.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that brought a little smile to your day?
A little smile to my
Your crisp
my day.
midday Diet Coke?
Yeah, that might have been a great moment throughout my day. I'm trying to think of just.
Did you know there's an entire community on TikTok that commemorates and makes a moment out of their midday Diet Coke?
No, I didn't know that, and I don't want to be a part of that community, even though I drink enough Diet Cokes to be a part of that community.
It makes me think of it every day when you go down in the middle of the afternoon, you go, and you crack your Diet Coke. I think of all the girls I see on TikTok who do it.
Gosh.
But they keep the little packets of lime flavor in their desks, and that's how they shush it up.
Ah, yes, yeah. No, you'll never find me making a video on a Diet Coke.
No, obviously not, but
I'm also a little scared that Diet Cokes have something addictive in them. So if I ever made a video on them, I would really feel like I was addicted to Diet Cokes.
well, you're also not one to kind of document things that way.
No, I'm not that.
I just
either.
meant the sense of community in general.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of that community. Don't put me in the Diet Coke community. It's that would be an interesting community to be a part of.
Yeah,
It
and
just
Mom's a part of it.
yeah, she is.
I would even consider you to be as well.
Oh, Ben is saying that he would have never pegged me to be a Diet Coke guy. Yeah, it's 'cause I like pop way too much, and I need to cut back on the amount of calories I intake. And Diet Coke is something that satisfies it. We do have 69 T-Bird over at the Lookout Bar and Grill, taking home $21 on that large frame. And now we have Trevor over at D Bar 169 over in Vernon Center, taking home $32. Good job, Trevor. 69 T-Bird and My Day taking home $372. Good job, My Day. In this game number 3, we'll now be getting rolled into a game number 4 with that large frame and coverall jackpot growing.
Absolutely. So, guys, continue to get enrolled in Happy National Happiness Happens Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, things that brought a smile to my face today are definitely the adorable Llewellyn setter that Grandpa Ian
It's so cute.
Alicia have. He is adorable. They named him Guapo. It's very fitting as he is a very handsome, freckly guy. Yeah, it definitely brought a smile to my face.
Oh, some that got made a big smile on my face was I tried to say I love you to my abuela in Spanish, which I had never tried to before. And when I did, she got all giddy and happy about it and super enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that made me feel all warm inside. And she said it all back, and then she said a bunch of words that I couldn't understand, but I could tell they were loving words, and and so it was really nice.
Yeah, she basically just said, I love you, my grandson.
Yes, exactly. I know that was a part of whatever the statement that happened there,
Yeah.
but it was really sweet, and so that brought me happiness for sure.
Yeah, very, very cute. Happy National Happiness Happens Day.
Oh, absolutely. Next up is National Frozen Custard Day. This could bring me some happiness. When it comes to scooping up a delicious celebration, National Frozen Custard Day on August 8th knows how to do it right. With a smooth texture and fresh flavor, frozen custard delights in many ways.
Absolutely. This is a great one. I'm a big fan of frozen custard.
Mm-hmm.
I had a girlfriend that worked at a shop that had frozen custard in high school, which was phenomenal. It made me realize how much I love custard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I
Do you
don't
have
have
a
it nearly
favorite
enough.
version of the frozen custard?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really tried many variations of custard. I've mostly just had like vanilla
Mm-hmm.
custard with either Oreos or Reese's mixed into it, which is absolutely delicious. So I guess I'll go with that. A little Reese's and vanilla custard combo.
Fun little fact, the times I talk about my favorite like combo ice cream is I'm actually talking about Culver's uh, uh, concrete mixer,
Mhm.
as I get the chocolate with the brownie and cookie dough inside it with the chocolate frozen custard, and it's absolutely delicious. It's one of my favorite things to have.
We do have Shar over at Boulevard Tavern getting to take home that $9 Musco line prize. Nicely done to Shar.
Oh, well, a little different than share. We had share out there
Yeah,
during the
but none of them
lunchtime.
spell it how Cher does.
No, not with a C,
No.
with an S
A
instead,
little pizzazz.
with a little bit of witch's pizzazz.
The S. I haven't seen Cher spelled with an S.
Ah,
Unless it's like Sherry.
yeah, or sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never would have thought of that in a name sense.
Oh yeah, no, obviously not in the name sense, but yeah, just thought I was like, well,
Words
share.
that have Cher in it.
Yeah, it says it is share. And that's how the closed caption actually picks it up when I say share. They think I'm talking about sharing.
Yeah.
But we do have 40 balls dropped in this game, 3 balls to give out this $6,000 prize. We'll see if we can give it out right here, as we will not be. We're moving on to a nice Musco of $15. But talking about frozen custard and all the
Yes.
greatness that comes with the frozen custard,
I had a frozen custard birthday cake this year.
did you?
Yeah, the one that my best friend got me.
Was
She
it?
got it from her custard shop in our hometown and got it for our little celebration.
That's awesome. That's so good. We do have Mikey, Mike and Ike, over at Winona Athletic Club, taking home $15. Good job, Mike and Ike. That's just what I'm going to
Yeah,
assume
that's
it
good.
is. As we now work on the $23 Musco coverall.
Absolutely. Hopefully, one of you lucky players. There it is. $23 going out to Ha 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 over at the Cherry Pit. Nicely done. Taking away that $23 must go prize in this round number 4. We're about to get enrolled in our 5th round of Skull Bingo.
All right, just back to frozen custard. So, talking about add-ins to your frozen
Yes.
custard. What's your opinion? As I'm a huge gummy person,
No.
like gummy candy and all that. What is your thoughts on gummy candy
No.
into the ice cream or frozen custard?
So, my other best girlfriend, Shannon, gets chocolate, custard, and gummy worms. That's it. That would be the only thing she ever got when we go to Ritter's, and I can't stand it.
Oh, I yeah, I am.
I think it's a very weird pairing.
I'm completely of the thing. Even though I love gummy bears, I love gummy worms, I love all the different gummy candy out there. I do not like the way it tastes in ice cream. It getting all covered and stuff, it hardens it up too. That like makes it
Right?
like that like unenjoyable amount chewy. And so I'm just not about the gummy candy in my ice cream.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. That
Maybe
is
if I could
not
have
for
this,
me.
maybe if I could have it while it was still soft, like, I could grab a gummy bear and put it on like my spoon of ice cream. I could end up enjoying it maybe, but
Mm.
that would still be like,
Even worms and dirt with just chocolate pudding. That I'm just
I'm not a fan of it.
not a fan of that rich chocolate with gummy fruity candy. It's just a little strange to me.
I get it. I get it. But still some people like it.
Oh, there's a large population of people who love it. I mean, dirt and worms is an entire dessert base that people go
Hmm
off of for
I
birthdays
love
and everything.
Butterfingers as a fill-in. I think Butterfingers are one of my favorite fill-ins.
Butterfingers are just good.
Yeah, and I always forget about them too as a
Because
as
they're
a
like the
fill-in.
kids' version of like a Heath bar, you know? They're just like something about that sticky crunch. It's good.
It's so tasty. Yeah, it's definitely some great stuff. We'll enjoy a little bit of frozen custard on today. Hopefully you
Yes.
can, as you can cool off from a nice hot summer day. Next up is a fun one to maybe end off a nice summer day, and that's National Pickleball Day. Today is August 8th, and National Pickleball Day on a National Day calendar. It celebrates the popular paddle sport that continues to gain popularity. In the spirit of this new sport, we share our curiosity and support for a game that is enjoyed by people of all ages. Yeah, that's super awesome stuff. Me and Jordy, we want to try pickleball soon. Ben, who is on production on this broadcast, Ben, he actually just celebrated his birthday recently,
Yesterday,
and
shout out Ben.
yeah, shout out Ben, and he got gifted a
Pickle
paddle board,
pickleball paddle.
pickleball board paddle. Yeah, I don't know why.
We have, before we talk about pickleball any further, we do have Terry over at MT's on 8th, getting to take home $9. Nicely done to Terry. But yeah, Ben just yesterday for his 22nd birthday got a pickleball paddle, which is some
Mhm.
awesome stuff. But if you guys didn't know, we're going to talk a little bit about some pickleball little known facts.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. It is right now one of the most popular sports in the country. It recently estimated that over 400,000 people actively play this addictive game on a regular basis.
Ooh, that's
It's
cool.
it's actually been around for about 50 years now. This year will be the 50th anniversary as it was invented in 1965, even though this national day has only been celebrated since 2021.
That's so cool. It's all started with three men, a few bored kids, and a dream.
All
Pickleball was
right.
first invented by three dads up in Washington State. They created the game as a solution to their children's boredom during the summertime. That's super
Awesome.
fun.
Absolutely. If you guys didn't know, initially pickleball paddles were made entirely of wood, and in however recent years, lightweight materials such as graphite and aluminum have been incorporated to lessen the weight of the paddle. The typical pickleball paddle is larger than the ping pong paddle, but is smaller than a tennis racket.
Yeah, it's super fun stuff. Now I mostly see them made out of like a plastic. But we do have some winners here as we have Mike and Ike over at the Winona Athletic Club taking home $15 on the large frame and $23 on the coverall. Just 5 balls away from taking home that coverall jackpot in this game number 5. We will now be getting enrolled into a game number 6 with those jackpots continuing to grow and roll. And we do have our producer Ben checking in and saying, I am a pickleball connoisseur. And I can't disagree with him as I have never seen him play pickleball. So he says, my paddle is carbon fiber, I believe.
Oh, he
That,
means
wow,
business.
that is high tech stuff. I didn't even have carbon fiber protect my head in football. I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And he's using it to hit a wiffle ball. Isn't that what
That's
they use in pickleball? Do they use a wiffle ball?
it's like a little ping pong ball.
Was it?
I think so.
I thought it was bigger than a ping pong ball.
I have no idea. I've never played pickleball. Oh, it looks like a little wiffle ball. You're
Okay,
right.
yeah, that's what I thought. So that was good stuff.
Absolutely. Let's see. Unlike tennis or ping pong balls, ping pickleballs. Yeah, this is. We just need to read the next fun fact on this list, as they
Ah,
are just slightly larger than a ping pong ball, and they have holes
super
similar
cool
to the ones in
stuff.
wiffle balls.
That's really interesting. Slower than a speeding bullet. Due to the inferior aerodynamics of the pickleball, thanks to its large holes, pickleball travels approximately one-third the speed of a tennis ball.
Hmm.
Yeah, thankfully, that would be really hard to play if it traveled faster.
That's super funny. Well, if you guys didn't know, in pickleball, players are actually referred to as the picklers. And those who lose, they didn't just lose, they've been pickled.
Oh, that is great. Ben, jot those down. That you are, when you're
He's an
playing the
avid
picklers,
pickler.
and if you lose, you have been pickled. That is awesome. That is a great term. So,
I'm going to pickle you on this court today.
yeah, get ready to be pickled.
That's so funny.
Picklers, roundup. Uh, that's so amazing.
That's so good.
Well, next up, the 7-foot non-volley zone directly in front of the pickleball court net is called the kitchen.
Getting pickled in the kitchen.
Um,
The term dink shot is used when a soft shot narrowly arcs over the pickleball net and lands in the kitchen.
ah, the true pickle behind pickleball. Pickleball was invented after one of the inventors, Congressman Joel Pritchard's dog, whose name was Pickles.
All right, we do have 6'9" T-Burn taking away a line prize. $164. Nicely done to 6'9" T-Bird taking away that jackpot.
Yeah, $164. That is a nice prize going to you. Now working on $6,000 as we got players 7 balls away.
Absolutely, and happy National Pickleball Day.
Yeah, next up is sneak some zucchini in your neighbor's porch day. On August 8th, offer gardeners a way to rid themselves of extra product. For some, this day offers a way to rid their garden of the overproducing squash plant.
If you guys didn't know, we celebrate this day because there are so many zucchinis that are harvested around this time of year that is the sensible thing to do to just sneak some onto your neighbor's porch for them to eat. It's just a funny little way. It's almost like ghosting someone on Halloween, but with your harvest.
Yeah, I feel like it's a really great way of that's a pretty good prank right there.
Absolutely.
I would love if someone just pranked me with some zucchini.
Absolutely. Today describes the holiday as a day to farmers and gardeners to off the load of way too much of the vegetables that they have harvested on their hands and hand it on over to some unsuspecting neighbors. Oh, Ben sent in his pickleball equipment.
Yes,
Professional
yes,
pickler there.
I could see it. Yeah. Zucchini are fruits actually because they
Yes.
flower in early stages of growth. The flower of the plant is also edible. We
Hmm.
do have Vidi over at Municipal Liquor Store Ackley, taking home $17. Good job, Vidi, as we now work on the $26 Musco coverall.
Absolutely. Continue working towards it. We'll have to see who's going to be taking home that $26. It's going in Ricky's pocket. Ricky is playing at LC's Bar and Grill Caledonia and getting to take home 26 bucks. Nicely done to all of our winners in this round number 6. We're about to get enrolled in our 7th round of Skull Bingo.
Yeah, good job to all of our winners in this game number 6 as we now get into this game number 7. Great jackpots getting it after that we're going to get after in this next game. So get enrolled in the next 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Absolutely, but we were talking about the zucchini and sneaking them onto your neighbor's porch. They're also called the courgette if you are in the UK, which is a very funny term for them.
Yeah, and the fruit is 95% water and has more potassium than a banana. So if you're looking for anti-cramp food, how athletes
Eat some
cramp up
zooks.
and they eat bananas to keep it away. Seems like the zucchini is the better way to keep the cramps away. Next up,
Oh,
zucchini grow best in temperate climates. Fun little fact there.
really?
Yes, the plant originates in Central and South America. Around 500 years ago, Christopher Columbus brought zucchinis to the Mediterranean. Italian immigrants brought the fruit to the United States in the 1920s. Obetz, Ohio hosts an annual zucchini festival every August. And the largest zucchini was 69.5 inches long and weighed 65 pounds.
It's a long zucchini.
Yeah, that's a lot of zucchini. I mean, imagine getting that zucchini on your front porch.
Take up probably a lot of it.
It would be. It would be. Also, like, imagine if you just were, like, unable to lift up 65 pounds, like,
Yeah.
that easily. Like, that would be like, especially because it's probably not easy to grab either. It's, like, probably weirdly weighted everywhere. So, that would be a difficult one.
Yeah. I love zucchini.
Yeah, a good old Vine reference right there.
It's actually Disney Channel.
Is it?
Yep. It's one of those Chilean commercials, like they had random cultural food.
Oh, it totally is. And then it got like popularized by like
Social media.
yeah, social media and becoming just a video that went all over the place. That's funny. Well, sneak some zucchini on your neighbor's porch on today, that is the day we are celebrating.
Yeah.
Next up, though, is International Infinity Day.
That's right, and if you find yourself asking why August 8th is National Infinity Day, well, you're halfway there to celebrating. On this day, everyone has the opportunity to celebrate the number 8 in all of its uniqueness. Whether you're a deep thinker, or a question box, or a problem solver, we encourage you to celebrate International Infinity Day with a thirst for knowledge.
Oh, yeah. We do have a winner as Shelly over at the Boulevard Tavern is taking home $10 on that Musco. Good job to Shelly.
Absolutely. And today on National Infinity Day, that's some really fun stuff. There's a bunch of different ways that you can celebrate it. Infinite, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you know there are many even numbers as there are numbers? Or to put it, that's a really funny way to put it. That there are as many even numbers as there are numbers.
because there's infinite.
Because there's infinite no even numbers, there is infinite numbers, and so
Yeah,
it's the same number.
that's crazy to me.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Conversely, some infinities are bigger than others.
Just reminds me of The Fault in Our Stars.
What?
That is like a famous line from it, is that some infinities are bigger than others.
Oh, really? Yes, while all these varied sets are infinite, it kind of makes sense that infinite set of only positive numbers is smaller than the infinite series of both positive and negative numbers. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Infinity plus 1 is infinity, or Holbert's hotel paradox.
Hmm.
Yeah, because you add one to affinity, you're not
Still
at,
infinity.
it's still infinity.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it never works out actually.
Yeah.
So ruin a kid's day when he says infinity plus one. It's for something.
We do have a winner here getting to take home that Musco large frame. Uncle Bum over at VFW Roseville is getting to take away that great prize. We'll have to see how much it is going out to Uncle. $17 going out to them, as CNC Bingo over at American Legion Kaysen is getting to take home $26 on that Musco coverall. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 7. We're getting enrolled in an 8th round of Skull Bingo.
Get enrolled and press play as we want to give out some jackpots in this upcoming game. But did you know that infinity minus infinity does not equal 0?
What does it equal?
Well, let's fix this really quick, and then we're gonna find out.
All right.
As we go to a little blue screen real quick, we should be getting into this enrolling screen in just one moment for you guys.
Absolutely. And we are back talking about that infinity madness.
Okay, and so we have to establish okay. What is 2 minus 2? The answer is 0. Of course, what is 2,900 minus 2,900? Also 0. But that does not apply to infinity. By now, you should have already guessed that infinity follows its own rules. Let
Yeah.
us check now. We now have established a kind of that infinity plus 1 equals infinity. Now let us subtract both sides by infinity. So infinity plus 1 minus infinity equals infinity minus infinity. If we use normal math rules, then the answer will end up as 1 equals 0. So it follows that that infinity minus infinity does not equal 0.
It equals infinity. What does it equal?
That
Do we not know what infinity minus infinity
I
is?
don't think we get an answer on what infinity minus infinity is,
That's extremely
but it's
frustrating.
just not 0. That's what we established, is that it's not 0.
As okay, it's just infinity, I guess.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe. I don't know what it is. Well, that's enough infinity fun facts for
Yeah,
me.
I'm gonna start hurting my head if I think
Yeah,
too much
yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
I'm not smart enough to talk about infinity for this long. Well, happy International Infinity Day.
Next up, we have International Cat Day. This is a little bit easier to palate, as International Cat Day is observed annually on August 8th, and this is the day to celebrate one of the world's favorite pets. Should I say one of the world's most highly debated pets?
Yeah, it is a very debated pet. But it is one of the most loved. We do have Tony Weggs over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Grill, Rosemont, taking home $11 on that Musco prize.
That's a new Carboni's location I haven't seen before.
I have a few times, but yeah, they come up with less than the few others that come up.
Right on. Nicely done to Tony Weggs, taking away that Great Line prize. But yes, we were talking about cats. What's not to love?
Yeah, we have our own cat. We just got one about, what would it be, 8 months ago that we ended up getting a cat. And we've enjoyed every second of it now. And it's been an absolute blast.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Big fans.
it was
of
your,
Minion.
it was my Christmas gift to you.
Yes.
As we took care of my family cat for about 6 months. We enjoyed every second of it. We were like, wow, that was pretty easy. I think we could handle having our own cat. And so rolled around. We started to miss having a cat in the house, but when we returned my family cat back to my family, and we then enjoyed getting our now cat that's named Angus, as he enjoys being around all the time. What's your favorite part about having a cat? You said earlier that it was just the goofiness of the cat, the way he just does things that make you giggle, that bring you happiness throughout your day.
Yeah, I'll probably stick with that. We do have Chief over at Johan Sports Bar 2 getting to take away $18. Nicely done on that Musco large frame. We are working towards this $27 Musco coverall prize now. But yes, just being able to have like a little animal in the house just boosts my serotonin so much easier and so much quicker on a daily basis. It's got to be my favorite thing.
We got Chief over at Johan's Sports Bar taking home 18 bucks, and $27 going out to Shelly over at the Boulevard Tavern. Good job to all of our winners in this game number 8. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 9. But as we're getting enrolled, we're still going to be talking about cats and our favorite things about cats. And one of my favorite things about having a cat, our cat in particular that we have, is probably I'll go with how little he cares about me just like manhandling him, petting his belly, doing whatever and playing around. He's just super good about playing around and stuff like that. He doesn't ever get over aggressive or like scratch up my arm while I
Hmm.
play with him. He just like keeps it to a calmer amount than most cats do, especially for a cat that has doesn't have his nails clipped, doesn't have any kind of claw caps on or anything like that. He does a very, very good job of not scratching us really ever.
Yeah, absolutely. He rarely ever does, which is great. That's some awesome stuff. If you guys didn't know, cats are actually believed to be the only mammals who can't taste sweetness.
Really? That's very interesting. As kittens, did you know they have 26 baby teeth, and then as adult they have 30 permanent teeth?
Really?
Yeah. Super good stuff. House cats share 95.6% of their genetic makeup with tigers. You read that right, tigers. They also share some of the
Mm.
same behavioral habits, such as scent and urine marking, prey stalking, and pouncing.
Very interesting stuff. Cats have 18 toes.
That's so interesting. Cats can jump 5 times higher than their own height. I wish I could do that. Well,
Really?
imagine how cool that would be if you could jump 5 times higher than your own height.
Yeah, be pretty high.
I'd be jumping everywhere.
Yeah, you really would be.
I would be jumping all the time. You would find, I mean, you know how many more people would just be active if they could do that, if they could just dunk the basketball like
Mm-hmm.
crazy like that? It'd be so fun.
Absolutely.
Did you also know a house cat can run to the speed of about 30 miles per hour over a short distance? That means the cat can outrun the superstar Usain Bolt in a 200-meter dash.
Wowee.
That's so impressive. Our cat cannot do that, as I don't even think our cat can outrun me.
Yeah, I don't think so either. The average lifespan of a cat is about 15 years, with give or take 3 to 5, and the oldest known cat was known to live to the age of 36.
That's incredible. We do have Jimmy Jam and Mr. Mike. Ha ha ha. Vince. All of them. A big split up of $10 going out to each and every one of you players that split that line prize. Good job in this game number 9 as we work on the $6,000 large frame. But another fun fact. Ever wonder why your feline friend would often put their rear end by your face? This is actually a sign of trust and your cat signaling that they feel safe and secure around you. Awesome.
Wowee,
Yeah,
that's some great
cats
stuff.
can have a dominant front paw. Studies have shown that male cats tend to favor their left paw, while female cats may have a dominant right paw.
Very interesting.
Very interesting, yes. Um,
Blue-eyed cats are more prone to being deaf.
Most cats have 18 toes, 5 on their front paws and 4 on their back. However, some cats are born with extra toes, a condition called
Polydactylism.
yeah, very interesting stuff. The oldest cat to ever lived to be 38 years old. His name was Cream Puff. He was 38 years old in 3 days. He lived till August 3rd, 1967 to August 2005 with her owner in Austin, Texas.
Very cool. We do have Ha 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 over at the Cherry Pit, getting to take home $16. Nicely done to Ha Ha Ha.
That's incredible. I can't imagine a cat lasting 38 years.
Yeah. We do have Mike and Ike over at Winona Athletic Club getting to take home $25. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 9. We're about to get enrolled in our 10th round of Skull Bingo. All 3 of those jackpots just continuing to grow.
Absolutely. Hopefully, we see you guys continuing to get enrolled and press play. But did you know cats have a whopping 32 muscles in each of their ears, allowing them to swivel their heads and hone in on exact noises? Additionally, cats can rotate their ears 180 180 degrees.
I love when cats are expressive with their ears.
It's super funny. Cats are nearsighted. They have peripheral vision and night vision are far superior compared to humans, though. Very interesting. Let's see. Not only do cats have whiskers on their face, they also have a set of whiskers on their front legs.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Are they talking about the ones that are at their like elbow?
At
On the back of their front.
back of their
Yeah.
front legs, yeah, on their elbows.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff. The oldest known pet cat exists around 9,500 years ago. So that's how long we've been seeing these cats be pets. In 2004, a French archaeologist found a grave of a cat in Cyprus, dating back to 9,500 years ago, meaning that humans have owned cats as pets since then.
Yeah, I mean, we see incredible things. I mean, even dating back all the way to ancient Egypt, we see depictions of cats and how they were held to high standards.
Very cool stuff. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States, absolutely loved cats and would play with them for hours.
Me
He
too, bud.
owned several cats during his time in the White House.
That's so funny.
That is hilarious, as he was a ginormous man, like he was a super tall guy,
Yep.
and for him to be playing around with cats is very funny to think about.
That's some awesome stuff.
Although a group of kittens are more commonly called a litter, they can also be called a kindle of kittens.
That's super cute.
That's very, very cute.
I like to say a kitten caboodle.
Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California may be known as the happiest place on earth, but it is also home to a squad of feral cats that freely roam around the theme park. Feral cats have been living at the Disneyland Resort for decades and are actually used to help control the rodent population within the park. Mickey Mouse better watch out.
That's super funny. That's really, really funny. We do have Happy B Day over at Outtakes, getting to take away $13. Nicely done. And happy birthday out to you. Why don't you check them out a little bit of extra luck?
Yeah, there's a bunch of luck going out to you. As I saw you playing yesterday as well, so I'm a little, is it actually your birthday? But here's a bunch of luck out for your birthday if it is your birthday. If it's not, it's all taken back. I take it all back. We do have $6,000 available on that large frame and $4,000 available on our coverall. We got players 8 balls away. We'll see how the rest of this game works out.
Absolutely, but happy National Cat Day. It is a great one. If you've got a feline friend, today's the day to celebrate them. Maybe get them a new treat or maybe one of those squeezable snack pouch things that are like Go-Gurts for cats. I know they love them. Well, happy National Cat Day. That is a super fun one. Next up, we have National Global Sleep Under the Stars Night. On August 8th, it is Global Sleep Under the Stars Night.
Yeah, it's an awesome one to celebrate on today. Sleeping on the Star is a fun one. Get out your sleeping bags, head out to the backyard, lay out, maybe light yourself a little campfire to keep yourself warm, and enjoy a nice starry night. Maybe try and learn some of the constellations, point them out. It's always a great time.
Absolutely. I know we had a lot of fun with that when we were on vacation, as my dad actually showed us an app that you just show your night sky and it will show you all the constellations and how they line up, which is very cool. It even tells you the individual stars within the constellations if you point one at it. It was awesome. I remembered I loved sleeping under the stars as a kid. A lot of the time I would make a makeshift bed on our trampoline with some friends or cousins, and we would do it that way. And that was always a good time. We do have Jimmy over at Rendezvous, getting to take home that Musco large frame prize. Nicely done to Jimmy. $20 going in your pocket. As Big Shot at the Lookout Bar and Grill is getting to take away $31 on that Musco coverall prize. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 10. We're about to get enrolled in our 11th game of Skull Bingo. Make sure you guys get enrolled.
Oh yeah, and I have pulled up some of the best stargazing spots in North America. And the first one up on the list is Big Bend National Park in Texas. It's in the middle of nowhere, but it has a very, very good view of the stars. And you can also go through the Santa Elna Canyon, watch Roadrunner zoom amidst the gnarly cacti, and when nightfall comes, you'll get to see an amazing sky. Maui in Hawaii, obviously, in a beautiful place to see the sky. Canyonlands National Park in Utah. I would like to take a Utah trip and see some of these great national parks that they have out there.
Hmm.
Great Basin National Park in Nevada. The Denali National Park and Preservation in Alaska. I also would like to take an Alaska trip at some point.
I completely
Uh,
agree.
yeah, Death Valley National Park in California. Jasper National Park in Alberta. And the
Hmm.
eighth, but not least, is Grassland National Park in Saskatchewan.
Very cool stuff. That's a bunch of different ones in Canada. And it just seems like the common thread is going somewhere without light pollution. It's very hard to find when you're living in a city area, but it's alright. Going out a little way from the city life and out somewhere that does not have that light pollution, you are sure to find a beautiful starry night.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about as I would grow up, and I grew up in relatively populated areas. I didn't ever grow up in like a big city or anything like that, but
Hmm.
just decently populated areas. And so whenever we would take trips out to my grandpa who lived up in the Midwest, he had 40 acres and just it lived in not a big town whatsoever. It just has its little local grocery store. Doesn't even have a Walmart or a Meijer
Yeah, very
anywhere in it.
rural.
Very, very small townish, and so very little light pollution there. I just remember coming in there as we'd pull in at nighttime after a long drive, driving up north to get to them, and we'd pull in, and I'd step outside the car for the first time, and I'd look up, and you'd just see the stars scattered across the entire sky, and it was some of the first times I would ever see the entire sky filled up with the stars without any kind of light pollution or anything like that. And I always thought it was so cool.
Absolutely. We do have Randy at Clive's Roadhouse and ha 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 over at the Cherry Pit, getting to split up $14 on that Must Go line prize. Nicely done. We are working towards the $6,500 jackpot, and we also have that over $4,000 jackpot on the line as well. Happy Global Sleep Under the Stars Day.
Next up is National Whataburger Day. On today, August 8th, on the National Day calendar, we celebrate the rich history of fresh, made to order burgers on National Whataburger Day. This day, a National Day celebrates Whataburger food fans and employees, otherwise known as family members, who are the heart and soul of the brand.
And if you guys didn't know, because of National Whataburger Day, they are actually having they're giving away a free burger on
That's
today.
that's awesome to know. Well, go get yourself a nice burger on Whataburger Day. Don't
Mhm.
want to miss out on that. It's kind of like 7-Eleven Day, but for Whataburger.
Yeah, this is the 73rd birthday for Whataburger, and to mark this celebration, the San Antonio-based Texas food chain offers anyone a free Whataburger through its rewards program on the Whataburger app.
That's awesome stuff. Well, a little known fact: Whataburger has actually made it to outer space. Yes, on July 1999, expedition crew on the Space Shuttle Columbia specifically requested the chain beloved cookies for their journey into the great beyond. Yeah, Whataburger's flag was planted at the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Very
That is
interesting.
insane. Yes, they put the W sign in July 2010 at the top of that mountain.
Oh, we do have our winners here as Lisa at the Graceville Bar and Lounge is going to take away $22 on that Musco large frame, as Moolah over at Outtakes is going to take away $63 on that Musco coverall prize. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 11. We're about to get enrolled in our 12th round of Skull Bingo halfway through this awesome happy hour show. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled.
Did you know that the first Whataburger burger that is now so famous today was only 25 cents?
Really?
Yes.
That's some awesome stuff. Well, happy National Whataburger Day.
Yeah, there are more than 36,000 Whataburger combinations.
Really?
Whataburger does weddings.
I've
Yes.
seen this, that more chain restaurants are catering to weddings.
Yeah, Whataburger held a contest in 2020 to give 6 Texas couples their dream Whataburger wedding
That's
on
so
Valentine's Day. One lucky couple, Dylan Welsh and Sharon Artiga, won the wedding of their dreams at the fast food giant's flagship Corpus Christi location, complete with Dr. Pepper toast, an onion ring bearer, and $5,000 courtesy of Whataburger. In 2022, Whataburger launched a specialty collection of wedding products called What a Wedding, and included T-shirts and just married table tents.
So, if you could pick any fast food restaurant ever, what is your favorite and why? And like, would you pick it to cater your wedding?
No, I wouldn't pick it to cater my wedding. Maybe I'd pick it to
In
cater
and Out
my
would be
wedding.
super fun to like cater a wedding with, or something like that, or Culver's.
No,
or...
we're not gonna have In and Out.
Obviously
Culver's.
not. We're not doing it realistically. This is just a funny little dream wedding,
I
like
mean, like,
Danny and her
Panda-
potato bar. Okay.
Panda,
Yeah.
Panda Express would be
Yes.
like maybe the fast food place that I pick.
That you would pick.
Yeah, exactly. But it matters on what are we considering fast food? Is Chipotle fast food?
I would pick
'Cause if
Chipotle. That was
Chipotle's-
the one I would pick.
If I'm considering that fast food, then obviously they cater.
They do. I've packed wedding catering
they
before.
actually cater those kinds of events. So like I'm not like that's easy pick is Chipotle.
Yeah, but this is just an imaginary world.
But fast food, like when you're talking about the true blue fast
Yeah.
food restaurants, like where you go in for some schlop, because Chipotle I don't consider schlop.
No, that's like an actual meal.
I would go with.
I've seen people on their weddings plan where at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, they had a massive pickup from Taco Bell. And they had late night munchy snacks for their entire guest and reception that were Taco Bell, which I thought was a super funny, well received idea at the wedding as well.
That is pretty good. I think In and Out might be a top one. Culver's would be a top one of like the real fast foody chains. We do have Dewbird over at Jimmy's Food and Drink. Take it home $14.
Nicely done, Dewbird.
Oh, we got Ben checking in saying Dragon Express, Chipotle, or Qdoba. Yes, those are all very, very good options.
Absolutely. I can't do Dragon Express.
Dragon Express, I consider that fast food, as that
It is.
that is schlop, and so
That is schlop. That's the reason I can't eat it anymore.
yeah, and so yeah, that can be put into the category of slop foods. That's not
Yeah.
a bad one. But definitely a
That's some
fun
great
one
stuff.
on today. But that's crazy that Whataburger has done weddings.
A what a wedding.
Yeah, what a wedding. They were the original quarter pounder. There's a Whataburger University. Sadly, Whataburger University is not a higher education pathway where they can receive a degree in things like burger engineering or milkshake physics, but rather a corporation training center located in San Antonio. Yeah, not what we wanted.
No, that's less fun. But that's super funny.
Yeah, funny 8 facts about Whataburger. That's some great stuff. Happy National Whataburger Day.
Absolutely. We do have Chris at the Backyard Bar and Grill, Pepperton, taking away $22. Nicely done to Chris on that Musco large frame. We have $33 on that Musco coverall prize, as we have Chris, J Funk, and Jan B all one ball away. Chris taking home another win over at the Backyard Bar. $33 getting tacked onto the 22. Nicely done, getting to take home $55 in this last round of round number 12. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled in round number 13.
Yes, definitely get enrolled and press play as we continue on through these games. As we are continuing on through these games, I'm going to be hopping into our next national day, National Mochi Day. And on today is August 8th on the National Day calendar, which means we celebrate the sweet Japanese rice cake mochi on National Mochi Day. Follow along as we share a few surprise facts about the delicious history behind this Japanese delight.
Absolutely. If you guys didn't know, it is a sticky rice cake made from mochi gum rice, and it is a traditional Japanese sweet. And they say that every tourist should try mochi on their trip to Japan.
Yeah, I would like to try like authentic Japanese mochi, and as I'm sure, since they're the popularizers of it, that it's just better over there.
Absolutely. Well, we'll start off with a shocking fact, and that is that people have actually you could die or get injured while eating mochi. There's actually a list of people who have died from choking on mochi in Japan, though it specifically occurs amongst elderly people.
Okay, okay, that's not the I was like worried about something else, but like that makes sense. It's like a rubbery, stretchy
Yeah.
dessert. It's probably got its own little risks.
Yeah. If you ever come to Japan with your grandparents, make sure you let them eat mochi, but only after cutting it into small pieces.
Ah, yes, great idea. Uh, mochi. Okay, yes. Mochi is that sort of food dish that you cannot leave
Mm.
behind. It's sweet and incredibly delicious. After all, the taste depends on its texture and the rice it is made of.
Interesting.
Yeah, super cool stuff.
Well, if you guys didn't know, Mochitsuki is an important traditional event that happens in Japan New Year, and it takes place at the end of the year from December 25th through the 28th. It is nothing but pounding the rice to make mochi. To get the job done, at least two people are required with all sorts of mochi making tools, such as the uso or the usudai, as well as the kain, which are wooden mallets, a mortar, and a pedestal.
Very cool stuff. To get the job done. Oh, yeah. The mochigon rice is washed and soaked in water overnight before the mochisuki event comes about.
That's some awesome stuff. I know it's very, very important to wash your rice thoroughly, and that is one of the most common misconceptions of how to do it properly.
Perform mochisuki sounds simple, but it is real. In real scenario, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort with a consistent rhythm pounding the rice.
We do have Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill getting to take away $19 on that Musco line prize. Nicely done to Brizo.
Yeah, now working on the $6,000 large frame.
If you guys didn't know, if one of the participants fails to catch the rhythm, something bad's going to happen. It may injure someone, especially the handler who flips the rice ball around every so often and adds the water to it while pounding.
Yeah, I mean, very, very cool stuff. You can even add when you add water to it, which prevents the mochi from sticking to the mallet and hands. And the more one keeps pounding the mochi, the more it gets stretchy texture. In fact, if you pound it consistently, the mochi will have more air bubbles in it. Air and water is without question the important ingredient of mochi. And, with all those fun facts about the creation process of it, it's actually said that witnessing that creation process is funner than even eating the product.
We do have Barb G at the Barrel House Bar and Cafe. They got to take home $31 on that Musco large frame. Nicely done to Barb G. We are now working towards this $47 Musco coverall prize, and it's going out to Steve. Steve displaying over at Clive's Roadhouse, Burnsville, and got to take away that awesome Musco prize of $47. Nicely done to all of our winners in this round number 13. We're about to get enrolled in a round number 14 now.
Wow, flying through these games as we keep on getting into the next one. We're going to continue talking about mochi as we have a few more fun facts we can talk about.
That's right, and it's actually not always used for eating. People actually use it as a decorative motif as well. In Japanese culture, there is a traditional Japanese New Year decoration known as the Kagami mochi, which is literally meaning the mirror mochi rice cake. It looks beautiful as it is decorated with two round-shaped mochi and a dai, which is a Japanese orange.
Two mochi and a day are used to make a Kagami mochi. The day is placed on top of the two mochi, which is smaller, which the smaller mochi placed on top of the larger one. Then it is placed in various locations throughout the house, usually from around the end of the year to January 11th. So it's kind of like their own little elf on the shelf kind of thing.
Yes.
That's super, super fun stuff.
On January 11th, the Japanese break the ornamental mochi and have it for good fortune and health. This traditional Japanese New Year ceremony is called the Kagami Baraki.
That's very cool. Uh, well, how long can mochi last? Or can you imagine its storage capabilities? Japanese actually don't like to freeze them for long. Instead, they enjoy it fresh. Though, after eating mochi on January 11th, and the surplus can be put in the fridge for a couple of weeks. One should not keep them for that long in the refrigerator, but only a few days to get the actual flavor and taste.
If you guys didn't know, eating mochi in the winter is more popular than eating it at any other time of the year. Though, no worries, whatever time you visit during the year in Japan, you'll be able to have it.
That's super interesting. That's more popular in the winter, as you were talking about how it's very popularized stuffed with ice cream.
Yes.
And for it to be a cool snack, winter doesn't really match what's cool. It's usually
Yeah.
warm snacks in the winter. But still, very, very interesting. According to their experience, mochi comes in many varieties, not less than 10. In fact, there are more mochi varieties than you can find in Japan at the supermarkets. Some mochis are especially made as part of seasonal treats. For example, people usually eat saku mochi in the spring, and while on the other hand, hishimochi is eaten during the day of
Hinamasuri.
yeah, also called Girls' Day or Doll's Day.
Very cool. We do have Genji over at the Neighbors on the Rum getting to take away $22 on that Musco line prize. Nicely done. If you guys didn't know, the mochi can actually look pretty similar to the dango. Dongos are made from dried rice flour and not the mochi gum rice.
Very cool stuff. Yeah, definitely a very interesting food that has a lot of variety of taste, flavors, and different makes. It's definitely a cool one. So try some mochi on today, or if anything, do a little bit of research. See if you'd like trying out this great little Japanese dessert.
Absolutely happy National Mochi Day, National Whataburger Day, Global Sleep Under the Stars Day, International Cat Day, Infinity Day, Sneak some zucchini onto your neighbor's porch Day, National Pickleball Day, National Frozen Custard Day, and even National Happiness Happens Day. Those are some awesome ones to take with you on today. On August 8th, make sure you try and incorporate any of them that you can into your day today.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of Twins news we're going to get into as they're 60 and 54 on the season. Carlos Correa homered and drove in 4 runs as the Minnesota Twins won their season best fifth straight game with a 9-3 victory over the Detroit Tigers on Monday night. The Twins, who are 60 and 54, also got a homer and 3 RBI from Ryan Jeffers, improving to 15 and 8 since the All-Star break. The biggest part of this game is consistency, said Jeffers, who extended his hitting streak to 13 games. We're finally pulling the offense, pitching, and bullpen together and getting some good games. Before we talk more about this great game from our Twins, we do have some winners.
Randy over at Clive's and ha 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 at the Cherry Pit get to split up $36 on that Musco large frame. Nicely done. We have $54 on that Musco coverall, getting split between Tina as well as K Boop. Nicely done to all of our winners in this round number 14. We're about to get enrolled in our 15th round of Skull Bingo. Make sure you guys get enrolled.
Yeah, continue getting after it. Definitely some awesome stuff there. As we talk a little bit more about our Twins, as that was an amazing win. 5 straight wins is great. We feel like we're getting a little bit of a roll going, and hopefully this can push us all the way into the playoffs, as we need to have everything rolling, like they said, offense, pitching, bullpen, have it all together. And when that's all together, this is a fantastic team that's going to win a lot of games and not lose a lot either. It's a very, very impressive thing, and hopefully we can see our Twins get some more wins, like a win tonight as they take on the Tigers at 5:40 p.m.
That's right, just about 25 minutes away from when that's going to be happening. Make sure you guys stick around to see when that happens. But if you want to show your support for them in the meantime, you absolutely can, because we teamed up with them for the great E-Tab game, Twins Win. Check that out wherever you guys play pilot games, and if you pick a lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round, you could end up taking home some Grand Slam prizes. Definitely a lot of fun and a great way to show your support.
Yeah, another way to play a little bit of Twins themed games is playing the Great Game Day Bingo. That runs from 6 to 10 tonight, as that's going to be a little bit of Twins themed Game Day Bingo. That's going to be bracketing the outside of your Wild